Okay, I think we're up and running now. I didn't ask anything for Kick, but I guess who cares about Kick, right? Is this my central chat? I do believe. Ooh, I could put it up here. I don't want to put. I want to put it over here. Okay, I don't want to do that either. All right, so let's write down some stuff that we want to get done today, because I got some things I'm doing. I'm excited. How you doing? My name's Tony. How you doing? I need to check out. My stream deck is so messed up. I haven't streamed for, well, I've streamed, but it's like I've just been like kind of off for like a month, if that makes sense. Started a new job, business trip in Chicago and shit, bunch of stuff. My stream deck is just messed up. Like I used Streamlabs like desktop or whatever, and everything was set up to that, but now that stopped working. Tried to use some on Prism, which is not bad. If you didn't know Prism's also free. Prism is just cool because you can multi-stream for like you can multi-stream everywhere with just that, which is really cool. Streamlabs, I don't think you can multi-stream one horizontal, one vertical, but that's it, and I kind of hate that. And it's also you have to set up like a certain ratio or orientation. It just sucks, and I hate it. With Prism, you can stream on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick all at the same time, which is awesome. Now I'm looking for stream deck because that thing is messed up. Like none of my buttons work, and I wanted to. I don't know. I'm gonna do this. Okay. I'm not gonna do all of that again, but I would like to get a button for my capture stuff, and I just trash this whole page. Delete. Oh please, yes, God. Oh, I love you. You're beautiful. I hate it, but you gotta start over. It's fine. Mic on and off, unpin. That is for Streamlabs desktop, unpin, Streamlabs that's soundboard, technically. I don't know if that's did all that. And then if we're looking for Prism stuff, I don't think my chatbot's even up and running. I'll have to double check that in a second. Hi anyone if you're here. I need 2 seconds. I'm just now finally getting dinner too. It's such a mess, but I try to hang on when I can. Is it over here? It's popped out of the, oh, there, good. It's popped out over there. It's very confusing how this shit works, totally. Now, I need, Prism. Okay. Prism Live Studio, we're looking for source, and I'll make this for my webcam starting soon. That's why this Prism's just better. Prism's just better because, I'm gonna kick him. Prism is just better because whenever you go to use the stream deck on something like Streamlabs desktop or whatever, my kid's knocking and it's distracting me. Whenever you go to add a source or something like that on stream, damn it, stream deck stuff, it always creates like 2 or 3 of the exact same source, which is crazy. But on Prism is just the one. Main game room, and then I'm looking for, I think webcam left is the right one. Yay. It is. And now, I don't know about webcam huge. Is that actually the thing I should be? Yes. Hot damn. Hi. Let's clip that over here. And at least that's remotely as it should be looking. Like I have like a weird Borderlands outline. Let's lick that green. Left and right. I talk to people so much on a daily basis now that like talking just seems sort of natural. Before I was like, I can't talk to myself, or I can't talk to a camera and blah, blah, blah. I've gotten used to it, I guess. Yo, what's good? How you doing? What's up, Lucky? How you doing? I am good, chilling, good. Life stuff, learning things, figuring stuff out. I have to redo a lot of these buttons, and I'm going to try to do some on stream, some later. I just cannot find the time. This one I'm going to do... so I'll get rid of this one to start, and then I go main game room, and then webcam huge. Bada bing. Cool. And now another one for webcam right, and then I need to fix the like little thumbnails or whatever. But Lucky, how has your day been? How's work and stuff? Thank you for stopping in. Good. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bum. Done. See, I'm just glad that this is back. That's good. I want to make sure I put this thing to good freaking use because I spent a decent amount of money on this thing. These Stream Deck XL, whatever, like the 32 buttons, usually are like $250. I only spent $100, but it's still a great deal. I miss my friend Austin. How's he doing? Mr. Fishy Swaz. That's a Drake and Josh joke. So that's on and off. Fine. I don't know if I should. Let's do it for this. A set file. I'm gonna set up a video in like 2 seconds because I want to watch something. Prism Live Studio. Yeah, that's cool. That's not what I wanted. Game room, camera, cam, cam left, I'm assuming. Why was it making that noise? Oh, did it actually work? Okay. Good. I don't care. I'm gonna end up like watching the stream while I'm doing it anyway, so I kind of want it applied to both. Cam left, good. I'm just gonna figure out cam the left and right and huge, and then I'm going to set up a display, and then I'm gonna be done, and then we're gonna start something. I'm gonna get some damn dinner because I got some right here. Webcam huge. That's actually what I wanted, right? Yeah, it's fine, it's good. It just kind of was just being funky. So that does not change. This one is like normal, and then it's grayed out. I don't really give a shit either way. It's just, it's different. I can't even describe. It's just different. Webcam left, huge, and then webcam right. Webcam right, and then webcam right. Whoops, no, create what? Create, customize your stream. Nah, I'm good. I already do that. I make my shit in Photoshop, and then I just import it over here. It was like, create your own icon. I've did that. I done did that shit, son. A little delayed, but it's fine. Good. At least that's up and running. Now I wanted to make a display capture thingy, and then I can just start a video thingy that I want to do, and then we'll be done. 2 seconds. Let me configure something. Yeah, awesome. If anybody streams, Streamlabs desktop is really cool, and so is Prism. Prism's kind of my favorite. It's got some ups and downs. The downs part is simply there's a bit more delay. Streamlabs desktop is like 3 seconds, where this is like 10 whole seconds. It's a little crazy, and I don't like that part, but it does multi-stream to like multiple platforms all at once. YouTube, Facebook, or whatever. Anything you really want, which is great. Did I have... So that's my Snap camera. I didn't run my web... Oh, it is actually up and running, but you can tell which one is 30 and which one is 60. See that? And then like the one in front is a little jaggedy. Yeah. I like the filters, but that part just bugs me. Display 1. That is that one. Okay, and then which one's display 2? Because there's gotta be. And if there's not, that's crazy. Okay. Good. I haven't even like posted the stream. I'm still just getting my feet wet with like streaming and getting back to it and trying to be consistent. And if I can or can't not be, it is fine. That is good. Perfecto. That's good. Now the last thing is, yeah, I just needed to add a display capture. It says second monitor here. That's the one. So if I rename this to display 2 left, bingo bango, makes me happy. Wish I could just drag it straight to like Stream Deck software and just make that for me. It's fine if you can't. Don't freaking worry about it. It's fine. Main game room, and then we do display. It says second monitor. Maybe it hasn't updated, but it should still work. That shit is slow, and now it's not working because it says I changed the damn thing. Because it you select it and then it updates the. Yep. It is freaking slow, but it still works. Display right, display left. Almost done. I'm excited. Off is instant, and then when you turn it on, it still takes a damn second. Now, there is you could probably hear the buttons. Like, there is definitely a delay between that shit. I don't know why. Like a syncing issue or something. I don't know if my computer is just slow. It should not be, but maybe shit just gets gunked up after a while. Okay. I think we're all up and running. Check the Discord. Oh, yeah, what's up, Shichi? I'm not done yet. Goody goody. It works. Everybody's happy. Perfecto. Good. Now we hear
good. But when we saw the game in action,
good.
everyone knew.
Now, kind of just want to watch this just because. I'll skip to this part. Okay. How's that? Hope that's not too freaking loud.
Clear your mind.
Hell yeah. Oh. Why are you gay? It's funny. Anything with new Spooey channel makes me so happy. All the like X-Play and G4 stuff. Oh, it's so good.
When I reviewed Condemned Criminal
Jay Allard, you dude, you dog, you crazy. I love you.
The launch
Jay
of
Allard,
the Xbox 360 back in 2005. It's not hyperbole. The anticipation was white hot, and this is back when generational console upgrades.
Hyperbole because the console was white. That's probably what he's talking about.
Condemned, Oblivion, and Graw looked amazing for their day. But obviously,
Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. I was like, what's Graw? I was like, is that a band?
Most launch games.
Oh, that's Gwar.
Halo 3 was being discussed, and yeah, cool, it's coming eventually, but they were just words at that point. The 360 really needed a heavy hitter, a game that screamed, you need this console. Now, the year prior to the 360's launch, a tech demo was presented at E3 2004 that demonstrated.
It fills me with such emotion watching this stuff because just watching old Unreal Engine footage, going from like PS2 to like 360 or whatever was like huge, or OG Xbox to PS or 360 and shit was huge. Look at that, it's nuts.
Deal, man. You have to remember. This was before video sharing was as instantaneous as it is now. You really did tune into E3 back then to see the biggest news in gaming. So when this early trailer debuted, it was special. But okay, the trailer was good, but when we saw the game in action, everyone knew that Gears of War was not only a striking demonstration of this next-gen tech, but it was poised to be the killer app for the upcoming Xbox 360. I couldn't find footage of it, but I very clearly remember watching the live X-Play coverage on TV. Cliffy B
What's up, Shichi? How you doing?
Game, and someone told him to wrap it up. But Cliff said something like, oh wait, before we go, and then he showed off the Chainsaw Lancer execution. Ooh. They cut back to Adam Sessler's face, and he was beaming like a glowworm. Something like this. And his face was exactly all our faces watching from home. Man, I miss when that dude hadn't completely lost his mind yet.
Yeah. I don't know what he's done to lose his mind, but I do love me some Adam Sessler.
And every
I make the text bigger? Ooh, I can.
November of 2006.
Beautiful. How about 125?
I remember
that's so
sitting
good.
next to my brother as he was casually scrolling on Xbox Live when we saw someone on his friends list playing Gears. He just said, "It's out." So, enough preamble. Did Gears of War come out swinging? Did it sell a ton of copies and push the Xbox 360 into millions of homes around the world? Yeah, dude. Why else would I write this long-winded intro?
I love Gears of War. I love OG Gears of War like so much. It's so good. Weird music choice, but I'll dig it.
The story of the first Gears was modest compared to where it would eventually go with experiments on kids. And
I can't believe it's Friday night. What the hell?
That stuff.
I mean, my Friday doesn't really mean anything.
About the story in this game,
I think I'm off
the books or the comic books.
I'm off on Sunday. I still got to work tomorrow morning.
In game,
like 8 a.m. on a Saturday.
What's here isn't terribly deep, to say the least. But wait, that's something I've always liked about it. The books, novels, and comic books expand on the story in a tremendous way. I've had a great time reading the expanded lore online, and it's awesome for fans that want more, and I could certainly never advocate enough for reading. But I like that things in the game are simple. I like that there isn't a 40-minute cutscene dumping a tomb of lore on you, and I say that
Final Fantasy call out.
Watched every cutscene in Metal Gear 4 an unhealthy amount of times. The basic premise is that 14 years prior, the Locust, an angry, violent race of aliens, emerged from inside of the planet Sarah and attacked. Emergence Day, or E-Day. And ever since, humanity has been fighting for its survival. You play as Marcus Phoenix, a disgraced former COG soldier, a Gear, who is convicted of failing to obey commands in order to rescue his father, Adam Phoenix. This alleged abandonment led to the deaths of several Gears, and Marcus was sent to Jacinto Maximum Security Prison, the Slab. His initial sentence of death by firing squad was stayed, and instead he was ordered to serve 40 years. Due to the worsening situation topside, Dominic Santiago, a Gear that served alongside and grew up with Marcus, is sent to break him out of prison to get back on the front lines. The expanded story between Dom and Marcus in the literature is very interesting, and eventually Dom would become a more prominent, tragic character in the games, but in the first Gears, he's good, but not terribly fleshed out. The cutscenes in Gears are great. Just big, loud, dumb action cliches all over the place. There are times when the characters will have quiet conversations, but the action is never far away. Outside of the cutscenes, information is often relayed over radio. This is okay, I guess, and I like listening to Anya and Marcus devise a plan, or Baird being a snarky ass, but the walk and talk sections really slow the game down on subsequent playthroughs, which is why future games let you skip them. But on a first run, it is entertaining to listen to the chatter, and what made Gears of War so much fun from a story perspective is the characters.
I don't know, I think the whole they were like the walking and talking really like slows the game down. I don't know. None of it's that much to bitch about.
I think it's nice. Gruff macho men cliches. Massive burly dudes with huge arms, kilos of body armor, and big egos. But they all have unique personalities, and the charm from each just pours through the screen. Marcus is my favorite, and the design is just perfect. The big sloping forehead, the scowl, the soul patch, the scars. But I
big sloping forehead.
The Cole train, Augustus Cole. I love listening to Dom and Marcus banter about Cole's background as number 83 on the Cougars, a pre-war football team.
Number 83. Damn.
The one and only, baby.
Remember this guy? He played for the Cougars. Defensive lineman. We saw you play.
That's right. Everybody wants to see the train, baby.
Damn, I just want to play more Gears now.
It's a bit of silly wisecracking, but I've always enjoyed how little conversations like this give us a peek into pre-war Sarah. It's something I hope we get to see a whole lot more of in the upcoming prequel, E-Day. Also,
do you mean like Gears in general, or this little documentary sort of thing?
Could you like this video for me?
Anything
it really helps.
Sure, buddy.
Thank you.
Who loves you, baby?
Sure, I got you, buddy.
Yeah. Group hug.
Anyway, the Cole train.
Anything Gears of War I love so much. It genuinely is like my favorite. Gears and Halo, and I really like Gears of War. Yeah.
Baird is the mechanic, the fix-it, the brains. But they don't pick
August something. Gears Reloaded comes out in August, but in God, I hope they improved it because it was like shit before.
From game one, Baird doesn't care about being one of the guys. He's an acerbic smart mouth.
He does not care
to have a moan about the team's current predicament. But he's not just a mouthpiece, he also fixes everything, and it really is thanks to Baird that the characters are able to progress in the story.
Oh yeah.
Lieutenant Kim is an underrated character in my opinion.
Gears Reloaded comes out August 26th. Pretty cool. I'm gonna play the shit out of it when it comes out.
And keeps his enlisted apes on a leash when all they want to do is go kill. But he's on the ground. He's fighting Locust right next to you, and he keeps his cool during battle. And he's not just a stern officer stereotype. You can tell the boys respect his lead. And unfortunately, just as it gets going, we get introduced to the big
Him is a little bit of a
game,
I don't know, a little bit of a tight ass. I think him dying, I think that was like the first act or something. So we didn't even get to like do much. I don't even know how we got separated in the story, and he just like stood there like that. Why was he not trying to regroup with his dudes? Because him just standing there, he just got his ass killed. Cover.
And
why would you say that? Like in war, right?
Slaughters Lieutenant Kim.
I don't know why he doesn't just
his neck
try to regroup with them, you know?
A gigantic sword. It's a badass villain intro. And
breaking his neck? I think it's a lie. I don't think he knows the shit, even though he's probably watched it to do this. He didn't break his neck and then stab him. He just stabbed him. Like if you watch it, you'll see.
And really makes
I don't know he's talking about breaking his neck, dog.
And if you listen carefully afterwards, Marcus seems to be holding back the pain of reporting Kim's death to Anya.
He
This
just
is a
punched him.
credit
He didn't
to
break
John
his neck.
DiMaggio's performance as Marcus.
And there he's just holding him up. If his neck was broken, he wouldn't have been like shaking or whatever, like trying to like weasel out of it. No, he like punched him and then he stabbed him. See, his neck looks perfectly working there.
But then
Goofy.
Rom just kind of disappears until the final chapter. It would have been so cool to see how he was preparing to conquer Delta Squad. Maybe some communication with the Queen, preparing a coffee, anything. But nope, it's not until the very final fight that we see the general. But if you listen closely, he tells the Krill to serve the Queen. Wait, Queen? Queen of what? Yeah. She smugly proclaims that this is merely a temporary setback, and of course, it's in that snide British tone that all bad guys are known
Or did she
for.
get a British accent?
You heard her speak earlier when Rom was folding Kim's clothes while Kim was
Technically,
wearing
this
them.
is not Earth. This is called Sarah,
Again,
is their
this
planet.
character, Queen
And I don't think there
Lyra,
is a
much like
Britain,
Dom,
England,
gets
or whatever
expanded on eventually, and that's pretty
at the
wild.
in
We'll get to
Sarah.
those.
Like I don't know.
But in Gears 1, I remember getting to this cutscene and saying, "That's it?" Rom goes down like a chump, Hoffman offers Marcus a hand to bury the hatchet, and some random evil British lady talks some shit. The end.
Much.
But you know something? In this instance, the lack of depth and payoff with the villains didn't really bother me all that much. Let me simplify my thoughts. I enjoy the story in Gears of War because I just love watching the boys of Delta Squad do hood shit. Marcus is a strong leader. Dom is a loyal
He's just doing hood
soldier,
rat
but
shit.
An even more loyal friend is Boy. Cole and Baird are the perfect odd couple, and Anya is the voice in our ear to keep us focused on where we're at in the mission. But there's just nothing like the dudes getting up.
If they
to
could
no
chainsaw
good,
you, they would,
throwing
because dude, he was like so close to
grenades,
revving it up
talking
right on
trash,
him.
lighting up grubs with shotguns and
But yeah,
dropping
son.
the hammer of dawn, trying to save the world, but doing it with style. At the time, some of the elevated critics gave games like this and Army of Two grief for the manly, gruff, quote, frat boy talk with silly antics and frequent
I liked
curse
it.
words.
I'm not
Granted,
even like,
several of these critics,
I guess, typical
probably had the
masculinity or
complexion
whatever
and
the shit.
physique
And
of
frat boy,
melting
even though I wasn't a
dinner
frat,
table
that's funny.
candles. But my point is that
I never saw it as
it's
like
something I actually really
that
miss in
gruff
action
and
games.
overly
Really
masculine or whatever the
silly
shit, like as like a
meathead
trope.
stuff.
What's
And
up?
hey,
Hi,
I'm
boo.
a geek too, but that's
Dreamin'.
the point. I'm not a 6'6" muscle
Right now,
man
just
with a chainsaw machine gun, as far as you know.
A lot of bigger streamers
I love playing as a
watch
dude that
YouTube
has
and,
vocal
among
cords
other
made out
things,
of
eat their damn
sandpaper
food. And I can't play games and eat food at the same
24-inch
time.
arms
So I was like, I
that
wanted to
do
watch
that.
this video.
Why not?
And so I was like
You know,
watching it
it's
and
still
eating at the same
okay
time.
to have fun with
I was like, it's something I wanted to watch
fiction
anyways. And I don't have fucking
The
time for
Gears
this.
kinda
Like,
remind me of
hey,
CJ
stream,
and the Grove
stream
Street
work,
Gang. Just a bunch of
YouTube,
dudes who came up in
eat.
troubled
I don't have time
circumstances
for all
in
this
life,
shit. So I was
but
like,
they
I'm just gonna
leaned on
multitask.
each
It's
other
fine.
to get through the hard
Yeah.
times.
Ugh.
And that's ultimately
How
what
you
the
doing?
story in Gears of War 1
Thanks.
is about to me.
I will stream
We
for
have
a
to
bit,
discuss
but I don't
how
want
the
to like
graphics
let
of
all my
this
energy
game
get away
quite
from me, you know?
seriously
Like, cause
changed the course
last
of
night
the
we were
Xbox
like
360
too.
forever.
Yeah. I was like, we were too busy by the time, and then it was just like, eh. And I was just like, I'm gonna give you the best massage of your life, and then we just passed out because that's what we always do. It sucks. I hate it. Genuinely, if I could do part time, Chuck. When I worked with him, Chuck was like, everybody did full time, and then they gave the option for people to go part time. Everybody went part time, including Chuck. He was like, "Oh, that was the first person." I went part time immediately, and then I think that was the store that failed because he said, like. Like he went part-time and he was like, and then they quickly realized that wasn't working, and then not long after, I don't know how long after, but they disclosed the store. Gone.
Probably the integrity. It's hard to keep.
Sense.
That's what most countries.
That'd be great. I would be.
4 10-hour days.
I don't.
Schedule people from.
I don't know.
Schedule people from.
Yeah. Oh, they probably can't hear shit. What you're saying. I don't know how to change it. It doesn't let me change anything.
It's okay.
Oh, you're still streaming?
Yeah.
Damn. See, I felt bad because I was taking so long to get this started. Because, ugh, the hell is that about? Why does my body do that? Stop it.
I'm eating my whole burrito.
Glad that you got food.
Yeah.
I don't know. I literally set up some stuff and I dragged on, and then you were like, "Hey, like I'm gonna go stream." And that was like 8:30, and then I still like had an hour worth of shit to like mess with, and then now I'm finally streaming. So
You got this.
There's never enough time. When I didn't work, didn't have a job and shit, I was like, I have almost too much time. Now I don't have enough time. Damn it! Like it's just irritating me. Nah, straight up. Like there's so many things I keep writing down shit that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do this stuff. No, I'm not, because I don't have time. So tomorrow, I work in the morning and I'll probably work till like 4 about. And then we can just hang out, family time, that sort of stuff. We can regular stream at whatever point. That's later in the night. Probably should like drink coffee, drink tea.
But you're in a regular.
I guess so. I was like, why not? I should.
Totally.
The biggest thing for me is I'm begging.
Just finish my game tomorrow.
Okay.
For myself.
Fair.
I'll just finish my game tomorrow.
Like I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. I might just like find a way to pop in with you and just play some Fortnite or something. I don't really give a shit. 2 things. One, streaming needs to be comfortable, in my opinion. And like, here's the stream. It shouldn't have to be an event. Like streaming should just be consistent. I think the most important thing about streaming is this a rerun? Nope, not a rerun. If it was a rerun, I'd tell you. How you doing, Hecky? And if this was a rerun, yes, it is a rerun. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. YMCA. Like, I don't know what you want me to do to prove it's not a rerun. It's not a rerun. If it was a rerun, there'd be hi. How you doing, Hecky? Hey. I appreciate you. How you been? How's your week been? We don't talk much. We need to talk. Fuck.
But anyways, tomorrow we'll figure.
I love you.
You do your thing.
Hell yeah. I was just going to say 2 seconds. 1, no. The most important thing of everything, I don't even have to be that great of a streamer. What makes a great streamer? Fuck, I don't know. The most important thing is just continuously, like being prevalent is one thing. Providing good content is one thing, but being prevalent, just being consistent, that's really important. And I want to stream almost every day, almost every single, I might even do it every single day. The biggest important thing is just, it should be more casual. Just hit the stream button and just do what I normally would do. That's what that should be, you know? I had a little mental reset the past few weeks and I'm doing really good. Great. Hope you're doing good. We are good too. Basically the same shit.
I'm gonna head back to my stream.
All right.
The green and the.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Thank you. I love you. But yeah, dude, life's been crazy. Like, life's good. The one thing I can complain about is like not having enough time to stream and set up stuff for stream and shit like that. I still had to spend an hour getting shit ready now. Like I'm using my iPhone as a webcam. That's cool. Setting that up. This green screen thingy, which is fun. Getting that all set up, and I got a new microphone, and it's been kind of a pain in my ass, but it's like really cool though. I like this. Yeah, there's a lot of shit. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just trying to work out some stuff of, I think whenever I was consistently streaming before, I did not have a job. Now that I've had a job now for about 2 months, I'm just trying to get settled into it. I had a business trip for a whole week earlier this month, and I was just out of town, just straight up out of town because my company made me. Now it's just trying to find the time to stream and trying to find the time to work on the stream, even though I might work on the stream while I'm streaming, that sort of shit. Blah, blah, blah. I'm breathing. I'm trying not to say so damn much. Fuck, I did it again. I'm not kidding. I didn't mean to do that. Don't say Don't do it. I need to get Bonnie another PC because we sold hers because hers was just kind of old and like cheap and stuff, and we need some things for her in order to make it work, like a better capture card, and we couldn't do that because we didn't have enough PCIe slots, that stuff. It's probably going to be till like Black Friday, but we could probably still hang out and talk and get followers for her and play games and shit in the meantime. And yeah, right now I'm just eating my food, chilling, watching this video. It's a little mini documentary about Gears of War, which I love, by the way. New Gears of War comes out August 26th, which is a month from now, like a month and 1 day from today, and I'm going to play it so much. I love Gears. Gears is great. I really hope it's not bad. Gears Ultimate from 2015 was good. Gears Reloaded, it looked worse, dude. Is that the game with the really hot? I think so. I think Marcus, the dude with the do-rag and the soul patch, I think you were like really into him. So I think that is the one. I think that's the guy. I think that's the dude, the really hot guy. Yeah. So I'm gonna play the game. Yes. I'm gonna play the game with the really hot guy. So at least that's one reason why you might like it. You may not be into games, you may not be into these games, but you'll definitely be into those dudes, and that's good. That's good, happy thing. See, soul patch, and then yes. So I wonder what the lag is. I don't. Usually, whenever I stream on Prism, like it's like a 10-second lag, and here it doesn't seem that bad. But who's to say? Who can judge? How can you even count? Like, you'd have to type fast. I don't know. I'd have to like get Bonnie to like respond in real time and be like, hear it, and then be like, okay, yeah. So it's like 10 seconds or something. I'm gonna blow my nose. 2 seconds. I'm gonna shut up now, but no, we're just trying to figure out some life stuff. Streaming for me has to be casual. It has to be just like a whatever type of thing to make it not a damn big deal. Like if I'm kind of a perfectionist, and I was like, oh, I need to make sure this is working. I need to make sure that's ready. Stream Deck has to be working. Nothing has to be working, to be honest. As long as I press a button and I'm here, that's literally all we need to do. It does not need to be perfect. I don't have to make all these special effects. I don't need none of that shit. So, nah, it's not that big of a deal. Action required. Rate your buyer to get funds. Cool. Did I already do that? I did not do that. That's a different one. Okay, cool. Check it out.
I mentioned how cutting edge the graphics were in the early trailers and gameplay demos. Dude, look, I know I say this all the time.
It's so good.
But it would
It's so
be
good.
impossible for me to explain just how incredible this was at the time if you weren't around for it. It must have been like when your
You're good.
grandparents
You can take my
saw
hoodie or whatever
color
you want
TV
to.
for the first time, or when they bought
Could be,
their
right?
first slave.
Good thing, girl. Love you. There's some bass drum, boom, boom, boom music while you were doing that. I was like, that's great.
Jamaican.
I just remember everyone
Jamaican,
in
boom,
school talking
boom,
about
boom, boom,
Gears,
boom, boom,
specifically
boom.
about how
Does every
good
fucking
it
song
was.
sound the same?
In
Oh, it was
particular,
Jamaican Help.
Yeah,
Remember the
dance hall
Mad
music.
World
Like,
trailer.
are they any
To this
different, or is it
day,
just the
it's
same beat
probably
always?
The best video game
Boom,
trailer
boom,
I've
boom,
ever
boom,
watched.
boom, boom,
And I
boom,
remember
boom,
I
boom.
was working at a restaurant at the time, and there was a
Oh my
TV
God.
above
It's
the
gonna be
bar.
like,
When they
if
showed
you
the
do
Mad World
like,
trailer,
what would you
even
call
the
Daddy
salty old
Yankee?
dog sitting at the bar looked up
Gasolina.
and
What
watched it.
fucking genre is
Everyone
that?
did.
So
Tim
Is that
Smith
okay? I was like, there's reggae, there's reggaeton. Is that reggaeton?
kind of in the reggaeton.
Reggaeton. Okay. I don't know what the hell makes that reggaeton exactly. Reggaetony.
Yo, you're great.
Reggaeton. I love you so much.
Enjoy.
I love you. You're great. All right. Because I'm interested. We're not doing too much music today. Daddy Yankee, you're ridiculous. You silly dude. Yeah, Gasolina. Goddamn. Yeah, the king of reggaeton. It is reggaeton. Oh my God, look at him. Look at that face. That is Mark Zuckerberg wearing, like, what? That is you in 2021? He's 49? I get that was like 4 years ago, but that's what you looked like at 40, 45? That was you at 45? You look like you're 20, dog. It's crazy. How you do that? He's a crazy, goofy dude. Crazy.
His original Unreal
So it's
Engine
reggaeton
was
is the thing.
revolutionary for computer graphics at the
I don't know
time.
how reggae compares to
Especially for
reggaeton, but I got you.
1998, Unreal was a game
Reggaeton.
unlike anything you would have seen before it. And artistically speaking,
Thank you guys for, like,
this
the
is
lurks
still
and
one of
just
my
chilling or
favorite
whatever.
looking games from that era, right alongside Thief and Half-Life.
No.
Unreal Engine 2 powered some of my favorite games from their day, like
Hell yeah,
Pandora
son.
Tomorrow and Rainbow Six 3. And if you can
Wait.
believe it,
Hold on. You said what?
Unreal Engine 2
Oh, there's Unreal Engine, which I'm sure was Unreal, like the game Unreal. That's what powered it. And there's Unreal Engine 2. I don't know any games that were fueled by Unreal Engine 2 because no one really talked about it. Unreal Engine 3, that's different. That was like Gears of War, Unreal Tournament 3, shit like that. I never knew. I had no idea what like the middle ground was. I never heard anybody talk about 2.
powered, strictly speaking, this is still one of my favorite looking games from that era,
Oh,
right
yeah.
alongside Thief and Half-Life.
Thief, Half-Life, wait. No, Thief was the source engine. Technically, I think they call it Gold Source. Thief, I'm not sure. I think they might be the Unreal Engine. Unreal is definitely the Unreal Engine.
Unreal
And then
Engine 2 powered some of my favorite games from their
Yeah,
day,
son.
like Pandora Tomorrow and Rainbow Six 3. And if you can believe it, BioShock, the great and powerful BioShock, was brought to life by a heavily modified Unreal Engine 2.
Huh.
So, Unreal Engine 3 was expected to push the envelope, and you simply couldn't have asked for a more perfect showcase for the new engine than
BioShock? BioShock came out after Gears of War. Gears of War was Unreal Engine 3, and BioShock, which came out after, was Unreal Engine 2. That's weird.
Gears of War. But as the cycle of life goes, things age and beauty fades. What keeps a game timeless is the art direction, character designs, and world building. Gears of War has all three.
Yeah.
We already discussed the human character designs and how memorable and fun they are, all big and bulky like action figures. The same can be said for the Locust. I love how they have various armor configurations and weapon loadouts, all indicating rank and status within their army. They look cool, but they're also a blast to fight due to being humanoid in size and movement. Well, except for the big monstrous creatures, but I'll discuss those later.
Nice. It actually looks like there was some reports and stuff showing there's been a bunch of Xbox games that have been moving to other platforms, basically. Xbox games. I don't think Starfield ended up on PS5. It may have, I'm not sure. Indiana Jones, it seems like yes, and Doom Dark Ages, yes. PlayStation games going on Xbox, I'm not sure, but it does say listing to expand PlayStation Studios titles across Steam, Epic, Xbox, and Nintendo. It's weird because PlayStation was like, hell no, I'm never doing that. And now they're doing exactly that. That's kind of funny. Like in the ways of like dropping the borders or whatever the hell they wanted to call it. No, PlayStation was never going to do that shit. So it's like interesting that they changed their mind.
Planet Sarah is by far my favorite part of this game's design. The art direction in Gears is superior and will outlast any aging technical features. When Epic was promoting Gears, they used the term destroyed beauty often. And you know, they really came through with that. Seeing this once prosperous and thriving society after 14 years of constant warfare is stunning. The architecture in particular is grand and lavish. If you're even remotely interested in world building in the art of video games, some of these structures will have you stopping to stare in awe quite a few times. The Phoenix Estate, the Conservatory, and on and on. But several of the interiors are also incredibly detailed and majestic, even the grungy industrial ones like the Emulsion Factory. The metallic shapes that press out at you, squeezing you in, the scattered debris and signs of life.
Battle of Aphira.
This section does a great job.
The Fall of Aphira, whichever one.
Gears of War did that kind of flies under the radar in discussion, which is the horror elements. You know, it's hard to feel afraid when you're a hulking action figure dude with a massive arsenal on your person, but the rumbling of wretches and big bumps behind the walls do keep you on edge, especially on higher difficulties when death comes quickly. And there's something about that old Unreal Engine 3 charm. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Okay. Because I care a little bit about Gears of War lore. Frost of 10 AE after so he only served about 4 years in prison, if the timeline's correct. So basically they were like, oh, this is 14 days after E-Day. E-Day is whenever like the locust emerged, sure. 14 days or 14 years after that, I get that. That's basically when the first game takes place. But I'm really confused because refers to the events within the fictional game. I don't have a specific. You suck. You suck ass. I don't like you. So there's emergence in Aphira, the fall of Aphira, and the battle of Aphira, which is 3 different things, I guess. During the battle of Aphira or whatever is whenever Marcus was arrested. During the battle of Aphira, Marcus disobeyed the order to deliver a targeting laser for the Hammer of Dawn, instead choosing to try and save his father. I'm not sure how those two things are related, but hell yeah. I'm not sure exactly where that lands here. Yes, I was fucking right. That's awesome. Hey, hell yeah. So he was basically sentenced to 40 years in prison. Where do I even start? Basically, the summarizing is this. 4 years. He served 4 years in prison. So 14 years, 10. So basically, there was E-Day when they emerged. 10 years later was the Battle of Aphira. Then he was arrested and sent to prison. Fine. He served 4 years, and that's where they are in the first bit of the game. It's still like that's 14 years after E-Day, but only 4 years after he went to prison because he only served 4 years in prison. All right, cool. We got a little bit of a timeline. I'm happy now. I'm going to see if I have Gears of War installed, and I might just hop on and play some. As long as I don't mic over, it happens every time. Some other games I wanted to play too, like maybe some Left 4 Dead or Little Nightmares. Still deciding. I just think of like which ones I'd like to play for fun. That was a very obnoxious sound. You probably didn't hear it. Gears 5 would be fun. Multiplayer. Left 4 Dead would be cool to get some achievements. Left 4 Dead 2 is always cool. Maybe some Left 4 Dead 2. I'm trying to feel that. And then Little Nightmares. Maybe when I have more time. Probably tomorrow. If anybody doesn't know and if anybody's interested, cool. Tomorrow I work early. I work at like 8:30 in the morning. God damn it. 8:30 in the morning. And then I only work till like 4. And so after that, I'm going to spend some time with the family, do some stuff. And then I'll probably get ready to stream around 7:30, 8 o'clock. Cool. And then maybe then when we have some like time spent, like settled out, then I'll play some Little Nightmares. It seems like a fun game. It seems like in the same vein as like Limbo, which is a lot of fun. If you've never played Limbo, oh, you gotta. It's so good. And maybe I'll set some of that then. Maybe now I could just play a quick like Left 4 Dead campaign or 2. I don't even know what like achievements I'm trying to get for Left 4 Dead. I'll have to double check and take a look. Game Pass. Is that a hair? That is a hair. I don't know where that came from. It's fuzzy hair. My games and apps, 2 seconds. No, I actually want to check out Game Pass. Game Pass. Should be on my main screen, but it's not. Wu Chang. Whatever Wu Chang is. I actually thought that was like related to Wu Tang. I thought it was a joke. But Wu Chang, I guess, is a game on Game Pass, and Moist Critical was playing it recently, which was cool. Let me see. Oh, Descender's next. It's actually a snowboarding thing now versus the little the bike game it was before, and it didn't even look that impressive. 2 darn seconds. Let me see what I can do. So do I have my RE Central thing good to go? I do. It was a little bit delayed, but it's working. Okay. My Game Pass games, but that shit ain't out yet. These are games that are coming out, sure. Warzone, that's just free anyways. Turnip Boy, what? Robs a bank. I love it. Okay. I'm not digging the game art style. I don't know, but I don't know exactly what I expected. Grounded 2 will be fun. It's coming soon. It says 3 days. Really? Huh. I'd actually like to play it. Grounded 1 looked great. Grounded 2 looks a lot better. I still need to play Grounded 1 though. I will here soon, I swear. Ooh, Ninja Gaiden 4. That's awesome. I'm not even like a huge Ninja Gaiden fan, but like that just looks good. You look good, guy. You look real good. That's a really cool picture. I like it. I like it so much. Holy crap. I don't want that as a wallpaper, so I'm gonna fix that like right now. Hold on. I'm gonna do this, then do that. Yeah, we go. Get you a slice of the manly man there, Heckless, because I know what you like. Oh, you don't even see it. You can't see it right now. I think by changing the size of the window, it kind of made it black. I don't know why. 2 seconds, I'll fix that. Get rid of that. Make this small. Now it's fine. Making it like full screen, it just like didn't want to work or something. Goofy. It does look really good though. I'm not much of a Ninja Gaiden guy, but I might just plays it just for funs. And then the Outer Worlds 2. Ooh. Part of it does look pretty good though. Whoa, that looks good. That looks scary and good. The fact that his Game Pass is so good. Hopefully Borderlands 4 is Game Pass, otherwise I'm not playing that shit. The regular standard version is $70. Damn. And then the premium edition's $100. Damn. It looks like a lot of fun. It looks like something I would enjoy playing. I would not spend $70 for it. I wouldn't spend $70 for most games, to be honest, even if they are like slam dunk amazing. Grounded 2, Grounded 2, and then we go here. There's no fucking screenshots of the game yet. I swear they're just like phoning this shit in, and it's not gonna. I didn't mean to open it. Good. Alrighty, let's see. I'm gonna fix up my Stream Deck, my little Stream Deck thingy. Webcam left, and huge. And right, my computer's lagging like shit, dude. Crazy. I'm not even doing anything, am I? Is my VPN on? I like never check. It looks like no. I'm gonna check one thing. I'm using it randomly shot up, and now it's saying I'm using 99 on my CPU. Streamlabs desktop is not. I'm not using it for anything, so I'll close out of that. That helps. Prism Live Studio, it's a good bunch. It jumps between like 20 whatever percent, and now I have 30%. And now half of my RAM stream labels. Why is there like 4 instances of stream labels up right now? And then 3 gigs of RAM on Chrome. Holy shit! And do I have like a lot of tabs open or something? There's those 2, and I might need to get me a new browser if that shit really takes up 3 gigs or of like RAM or whatever. Mortal Kombat Lost Media. That sounds fun. There's a lot of things I'd like to do right now. Maybe I'll just chill for the night, depending on like energy and shit. I also do want to play some Left 4 Dead though, so we'll see. I'll save this for later. We'll save this one for later and watch later, and I'm gonna try some Mortal Kombat.
Lost media is a concept that has always fascinated me. Something that once existed but somehow vanished over time, either due to the content contained within or just because it was canceled. Thankfully, while some media remains lost indefinitely to this day, others that were previously thought lost have been recovered for all to witness.
Primal 2? It's probably not what I'm thinking, because there's actually a game called Primal that I actually like.
Lost media is a concept that has always fascinated me. Something that once existed but somehow vanished over time, either due to the content contained within or just because it was canceled. Thankfully,
Fast and
while
Furious
some
game.
media
Well, they made more
remains
later. They just
lost
weren't as good.
indefinitely to this day, others that were previously thought lost have been recovered for all to witness. But what about Mortal Kombat lost media?
Oh, well.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel, where Mortal Kombat is usually the topic of discussion. We've done tier list and lore videos aplenty, but I wanted to do something a little different for today's video. Given my lost media fascination, I figured today would be the perfect opportunity to explore Mortal Kombat lost media. That includes anything from incomplete pieces of media located in the forgotten corners of the internet, or something that was once lost and thought to never be recoverable, but was eventually recovered. So, in a similar vein to my previous two-part MK Iceberg series, I have several mysterious and intriguing topics to address in this regard. From a bizarre Johnny Cage funeral, to the cancelled MK vs DC DLC, to some versions of MK games that never saw the light of day. As you can see, we have a lot to cover, so let's not waste any more time and begin our exploration of Mortal Kombat lost media. But first...
Spread 'em!
What? Did that actually happen? Because I don't remember that actually happening.
What better way to begin than with perhaps one of the most bizarre pieces of Mortal Kombat related audio I've ever heard. Now, in case you somehow weren't aware, Johnny Cage is absent from Mortal Kombat 3.
What in the actual...
Yeah.
It's never really addressed in vanilla MK3 or UMK3 for that matter, apart from this gravestone on the graveyard stage. However, in Mortal Kombat Trilogy, it's revealed that Shao Kahn's extermination squads eliminated Johnny, but he was eventually resurrected to fight for Earthrealm. Right around
Was
the
he
launch of
resurrected?
MK3,
Like, no one ever talks about that in the
an
Mortal
audio
Kombat
recording
freaking
of
world.
Johnny Cage's funeral featuring a eulogy recited presumably by Raiden began circulating the internet.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to mourn the death of Johnny Cage, killed at the hands of Kentaro during the second Mortal Kombat. He was only 20.
Doesn't sound like Raiden. That just sounds like some random dude in his bedroom with a voice changer.
MK3. It's not over. Not even close.
Rumors at the time indicated that Ed Boon himself created this audio clip to promote MK3. Despite my research and attempts to contact the old team at Midway, I couldn't determine whether this was legit or fan-made. In the April 1995 issue of Video Games Magazine, specifically on page 49, there is an excerpt that addresses Johnny Cage's funeral audio. It reads as follows. It seems that someone has posted a sound file that can be retrieved and played on most personal computers equipped with soundboards. In it, you could hear scary organ music playing over the sounds of sobbing while a deep voice delivers a eulogy over the body of the late Johnny Cage. This seemingly abandoned piece of media obviously links to the fact that Daniel Pesina, who handled the motion capture role for Johnny in MK1 and MK2, exited Midway in 1994 because of an ongoing internal dispute regarding royalty checks. Although Mortal Kombat co-creator John Tobias wrote on Twitter in 2021 that Johnny Cage was left off the roster because he was one of the least chosen fighters in MK2. Maybe it's just a multitude of issues. Instead of replacing Pesina, Midway wrote the character out of the franchise entirely until his eventual return in Trilogy with new actor Chris Alexander. Only at this point do we finally learn what happened to Johnny after MK2. I also find it interesting that the audio says Kintaro ended him, while later it was revealed to be Khan's extermination squad, and even further down the line, Mataro. So while the audio itself is not lost media, the origin of the audio remains a mystery along with whatever else Ed Boon and company had planned. This is just my theory, but I noticed that upon loading up UMK3, you can hear the same gong that precedes the funeral audio. I wonder if maybe Johnny's death would have had a more significant presence in the story before Midway pivoted to something else. I'm not sure, but let me know your thoughts in the comments. By the way, I want to give a huge shout out to TabMock99 for providing the funeral audio. You, sir, are a legend.
Hell yeah, bro.
Quan Chi and Mortal Kombat Annihilation. One of the more well-known pieces of MK Lost Media is an alternate version of Mortal Kombat Annihilation that would have included Quan Chi.
That really freaked me out.
The
Like, what was
original
the noise?
script consisted of a Marvel-esque stinger ending that would have revealed a dastardly yet lovable sorcerer in the Netherrealm. As we pan across the desolate landscape past the decaying remains of assorted species, we hear an eerie, chilling wind blowing across the vast emptiness. We arrive at a towering black prison fortress which rises to infinity, surrounded by seemingly endless black onyx walls of immeasurable height. Kabash! A concussive explosion opens a gaping hole in the onyx wall, sending several Nether Dweller guards hurling at the camera. From inside the prison, we hear the violent sounds of destruction. As opposed to sounds of destruction that aren't violent, I guess. We push in closer through the gaping hole, past total devastation and Nether Dweller guards' bodies scattered everywhere. Out from the smoke strides Shinnok. Ready for revenge, he turns back to see Quan Chi, a dangerous sorcerer.
All right.
Side. Unfortunately, no footage of this scene ever surfaced, and it's unclear whether anything was even filmed. However, there are some promotional photos that strangely include Quan Chi, despite.
That's cool. He definitely has a different look about him. Sort of like Hellraiser looking. Definitely different from the normal, but it could have worked. I like the middle one. On the right one, he looks kind of sad. Overall, he looks kind of sad. Over here, like, you can't see his eyes, so maybe it's the eyes. And why is his eyes so damn red? Are you okay, man? Are you good?
Despite him not being in the film or even mentioned. The actor remains unknown to this very day, but Quan Chi would have presumably appeared in the third film in a prominent role.
It's weird that he's unknown to this very day because, like, some dude out there played him. Why didn't he, like, tell people? He definitely would have known because he's the one who played the freaking damn role. Played the role, lol. Suffocating and drowning in my own snot. Oh, I cannot breathe. Yeah, so the dude who played him, even though he didn't get to, like, hit the big screen and stuff, you figure he would, like, speak up and say something, you know? Crazy that no one knows who he is.
Mortal Kombat Devastation. Speaking of the third film, Mortal Kombat Devastation would have been the third in the 90s trilogy. However, after years spent in development hell, including the destruction of filming locations, Mortal Kombat Annihilation being a complete pile of dog shit, and Threshold Entertainment filing for bankruptcy in 2009, which was the final nail in the coffin. It never materialized.
I mean, the first movie was like 96 or fuck. I think the first movie was like 95. The next one was like 98. So the company who made them went out of business in 2009. But that would have been like way past this.
Actor Lyndon Ashby, who portrayed Johnny Cage in the 95 film, was set to return despite his character dying in the first few minutes of Annihilation. He said in an interview that he reviewed the script and was pleased.
And you know what? She was right, because I hear Johnny Cage might be coming back for Mortal Kombat 3, huh?
Johnny Cage, Mortal Kombat 3, they're in sort of legal negotiations and roundabouts. But yeah, I've read the script. It's good.
Yeah.
Johnny Cage is back, and it's all
back,
cool.
baby.
To this very day, nothing concrete about Devastation ever surfaced, and this mysterious script has remained lost. MK vs. DC DLC. Let's take a step back in time to February of 2009 for a moment. Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe is the newest entry in the series, and conceptually, a crossover that few thought would ever happen. Although the game itself is admittedly lackluster, at least from my perspective, the story mode does have some fun moments. One that always comes to mind for me is Scorpion knocked out beside Batman in the Batmobile. An interesting tidbit regarding this game is that it was supposed to have DLC.
Yeah, that's me.
Ed
You
Boon
probably wonder how I got here.
confirmed that various characters would have been added to the roster following its November 2008 launch before it was ultimately shelved. the dynamic duo of Quan Chi and Harley Quinn would have joined first, which makes sense, at least for the former since he appeared briefly in the story mode. Ed Boon later added that Kung Lao and Doomsday were also in the plans for future DLC. Unfortunately, Midway filed for bankruptcy in February of 2009, effectively ending any chance for MK vs. DC DLC. To this day, this is the only screenshot ever released, and the rest of whatever was planned remains lost to time, or just, you know, Midway's financial collapse.
Fujin.
This one's kind of crazy, so bear with me on this. In 2011, following the launch of MK9, NRS announced that Scarlet would be the first DLC character. Around this time, specifically on May 4th, 2011, a mysterious video went live on a YouTube channel called Roman64. This video, curiously titled mk-fujin.avi, featured 1 minute and 36 seconds of gameplay for everyone's favorite Mortal Kombat character, DLC Base Male. He looks pretty slick with his bald head, six-pack, and red Speedo, but was this spot supposed to be for Raiden's lil bro Fujin? During the video, Roman64 returns to the character select screen, heads down to where the DLC characters reside, and there is DLC Base Male, who utilizes Noob Saibot's picture for some reason. Upon selecting this character, this is what happens.
Fujin. Fujin.
This naturally led to speculation
yeah,
that
son.
Fujin was planned as DLC in MK9, but obviously that never happened. Now, Ed Boon has denied the legitimacy of this video and even went as far as to say, quote, "Come back in a year and tell me Fujin is in the game." Getting back to the video itself, there's one curious aspect that I noticed. If you listen closely, you can hear the name recited again faintly right before the loading screen starts.
Fujin.
All indications to me are that this was fake, but then again, I wonder how such convincing announcer audio could have been fake just 1 month after the game launched. Remember, there was no PC version of MK9 until 2013, so I'm not sure how possible it would have been to manipulate the game to this level on Xbox 360 or PS3. The description of the video states that this character appeared in the leaked release of the Scarlet DLC, which is something I'm not aware of. It's worth noting that this channel only has 3 videos on it, and this is the only MK related video, so it's a genuine mystery to me. I'd also like to point out that Fujin did appear briefly in MK9, specifically in Kratos' arcade ending of all things, but was nowhere to be found in the game's story mode or elsewhere. As far as classifying this as lost media, I honestly don't know. I'm inclined to believe that Ed Boon or someone else within NetherRealm would have confirmed they had plans for Fujin, but the idea didn't come to fruition, similar to the Marcus Phoenix and MK9 situation. I also came across this comment from Dataminer the Thinny, who said Fujin was initially planned for MK9 before he was ultimately replaced with Kenshi. Fujin later appeared in MKX but wasn't playable, and fans would have to wait until MK11 Aftermath to play as the God of Wind once again. Ash Williams DLC.
Groovy.
Some would probably argue that the ultimate example and maybe even the holy grail of lost media is
I would have genuinely loved to see that. Oh man, I don't know. So I had lunch at like 5 o'clock, basically. Then I just now, like almost like 11 o'clock, I'm getting dinner. And I just had some Chinese and now I'm dying tired. I don't know. I just can't keep up. I need to get some hot tea or something. And the fact that I have to like wake up tomorrow at like 7, I might just like leave for the time and then reconnect tomorrow because I got a bunch of like stuff I want to like work out and fix for tomorrow. But yeah, check the Discord and stuff. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna try to stream like every single day as much as I can. Try to stream like an hour a day where I can, if not longer. Mostly going to do I will be doing more music once I get a guitar and some other instruments, some things I really would like and things I need. It's just slowly creeping towards like saving and money and stuff. Sorry. Lol. Plus I don't feel great. I'm not feeling too good because of that shit. All right. So check the Discord. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow. Probably be streaming around like 7:30, something like that. And I'm going to try my best to stream every single day. I just got to like get back in the groove of things. Streamed yesterday, streamed today, going to stream again tomorrow. And then the wife and I, we're going to start streaming together here soon as well. So I'm going to head out because I'm just dying. And I'm going to be better prepared for tomorrow. God, my boy can't. Can't think. Warm it up. Appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful night. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Join the Discord if you